Hello everybody, this is Robbie Claude and welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial of how to do some green screen or otherwise known as chroma key effects on iMovie. Just a quick warning before we begin, the first method that I'm going to show you only works on iMovie for Apple computers, such as desktop or laptop, it doesn't matter. But the second method will work for both iMovie on computers and iPads or iPhones. And so make sure you stay tuned for that. Right then, let's get started. So the first method allows you to create 3 types of customizable effects. So let's start off with the first one here, and it is a effect on a normal backdrop. So for this first example, I'm going to be using a gun, and I want some sort of muzzle flash effect to come out when it shoots. So you can get these effects by just going onto YouTube and searching whatever effect you want, followed by chroma key. And those are the keywords which let you access all these different types of effects. So this is the freeze frame that I want, so I'll take a screenshot of this. Right, so I've got the effect I want here, so what I'm going to do is bring it into iMovie here. Now all you simply need to do is just overlay the effect at the time where you want it to happen. So now you have the 2 effects in the time slot that you want them, you just need to simply select them and go up to here and select green/blue screen. This then puts it into your video. But there's one slight problem. See, this is not in line with where I want it to be with the gun. I want it to be coming out the end of the gun. So what I can do now is take this into a separate project and I can resize it to whatever I want. I can do this by selecting the effect and taking a green background from the background selection over here. I then overlay the green screen effect here, but instead of choosing the option green screen, I can then move it to picture in picture and resize it to whatever I want. If I take the freeze frame of the clip where I want it to appear and set the dissolve slightly so the thing becomes slightly transparent, we can then see where this effect needs to go. And about here, looks good. I then remove the dissolve and get rid of the freeze frame. Then I can now go out and export this movie onto the desktop. Now it's saved onto the desktop here, I can take it back to the original video and put it in, like so. Once it's back in the original position, you can just press overlay and it should just all come back to where it wants. Now you may notice a kind of grey barrier here, but that's okay, you can just grab the eraser tool and get rid of that. And voila, you now have your effect finished. You can play around with it a little bit more to get the feel of it and maybe change the colour to make it seem a little bit more realistic. Right then, let's move on to effect number 2, replacing a background. The editing for this is really simple. The only difficult thing is that you'll need to have a green blanket like this one. You have the video here of yourself or something else on a green background, and what you want to do is get rid of the background and swap it out for something else. So in this instance, I'm just going to use gradient, and I can then just pop myself over the top, align the footage, and put green screen. If there are any parts where the green isn't replaced properly, you can just tweak around with it with the eraser tool, and then you get the finished results. It may seem a bit grainy, but that's just because it was literally a 5-minute setup. It's really simple, and if you want to get it to look good, it's really easy. You just need to make the camera focused. And now moving on to the final effect, a mix of them both. For this example, I've used a gun shooting on a green screen. So what I want to do is add the muzzle flash and replace the background. But there is a slight problem to that. You can only place 2 green screen effects on one clip at the same time, but I do have a remedy for this. First, let's replace the background like shown before. Now once this is done, save and export the file onto the desktop. Once it is here, you can take it from the desktop and back into iMovie. From here on out, you can add the muzzle flash like I showed you before. And with this, you've successfully completed the final step. Since iMovie on iPads and phones doesn't have the overlay option, we have to use a different device. More specifically, a different app. If you go to the App Store, you can download an app called Action Movie FX. The one with the Star Wars homepage here and the car exploding icon is the one you want. So when you open it up, you'll get this home screen, and if you go to all, it gives you a specific amount of all these different effects that you can use in your videos. So for example, like you can use this. If I put this down here, it will record. Then you can time when you want the VFX to happen, and it will save, and then it will just add the VFX to whatever you filmed. The effects are really good, and it comes with a number of free ones as well. Most of these here are free, and if you want to get more, then you can buy more as well. So once you film this effect, you can send it to your iPad or phone or computer or whatever you want to use, and you can put it in whatever video you want. It's a really simple and really effective way of getting these effects. I generally use custom-made effects in my videos, but sometimes I like to use ones from the app for higher quality effects in some occasions. Right then, I hope this video helped you to understand how to do green screen effects on iMovie, and if it did, give it a like and comment what you want me to do next. I can do more tutorials on other things in iMovie and just any other video. Consider subscribing to see these effects in action and also to see a huge range of other content. Right then, I'll see you all soon. Goodbye!